Santosh. I welcome you all to the new video session. Today we will understand Mendel's laws. Students, we have already discussed in my last video what are the experiments Mendel conducted and what are the observations Mendel has obtained from, and the laws. Today we will discuss about what Mendel proposed, the laws which are called Mendel's law or law of inheritance. Students, we will discuss about Mendel's laws. Mendel's laws. Students, Mendel experiments was about hybridization. Mendel has selected garden tree plants. Why he has selected, you all know. The monohybrid cross, Mendel has selected a tall plant and a dwarf plant. Mendel crossed a tall and dwarf plants. Mendel found in F1 generation all plants were tall, but in F2 generation Mendel found in 3:1 ratio, or tall and dwarf ratio was 3:1. From the monohybrid cross, Mendel understand when Mendel crossed two plants, one tall and dwarf, Mendel found all were tall in F1 generation. So where did the dwarf character gone? To understand that, he self-pollinated and he found tall and dwarf both the character. That means Mendel concluded that out of two traits, one trait is expressed and other trait is suppressed. Means for a trait, a pair of factors which are responsible for a trait, one of the factor is always expressed and other factor is always suppressed in any hybridization. That Mendel wanted to say in his law of dominance. The first law Mendel proposed, a law of dominance. What a law of dominance says, let us understand. Students, in first law Mendel proposed that law of dominance. What is all about law of dominance, we will understand. Students, in dominance, there is always a pair of gene or factors control our trait. Every trait of us is controlled by a pair of gene. So law of dominance says out of two genes, out of two factors, one is always expressed and other is always suppressed. If it is a heterozygous condition, that means when two different genes is present in an organism, one gene always appears, or one gene always expressed, other gene is always suppressed. That is law of dominance is all about. So we can write down, in heterozygous condition, out of two factors or genes, one gene is expressed and other is suppressed. Students, the gene which is expressed is called dominant gene and the gene which is suppressed is called recessive gene. So the gene expresses itself is called dominant gene, and the gene which is suppressed is called recessive gene. This phenomenon is called dominance or law of dominance. Students, let me remind you about the monohybrid cross. What did Mendel do in his monohybrid cross, students? Mendel has selected tall plants, just for your reminder, tall with dwarf Mendel has crossed, and when Mendel crossed tall and dwarf, the gametes were always haploid, so gametes will carry T and T. Then in F1 generation, the combination was capital T and small t. So out of two genes, all were tall. Mendel found in F1 generation, although there was a combination of two different genes, one gene is expressed and other gene is suppressed. Here, the T gene is expressed and capital T is expressed, small t is suppressed. That is why capital T is dominant gene and small t is recessive. This is all about law of dominance. Students, in the next law of segregation, Mendel has also obtained from this monohybrid experiment. What did law of segregation say? Let us look at law of segregation. Students, law of segregation means separation. So law of segregation says that the genes are segregated, the factors are segregated. When they are segregated, let us look at the segregation law of segregation. Students, the pair of factors controlling a trait are separated during gamete formation. We all know gamete carries one of the two factors controlling a trait. So these two factors are segregated during gamete formation. This is all about law of segregation. So law of segregation says that the pair of factors controlling a trait are segregated, means separated, during gamete formation. This is all about law of segregation. That means the gamete always carry one of the two genes controlling a trait. So the gametes always carry one of the two genes controlling a trait. So these gametes, you understand, these two genes controlling the tall characters, they are separated, capital T, here small t are separated. In here in F2 generation, the gametes are separated, the two different types of gametes are formed, and out of two different gametes, you will find male gametes are two types and female gametes are also two types. That is why the gamete carries, one gamete will carry capital T, other gamete will carry small t. Similarly, in female, one gamete will carry capital T, other gamete will carry small t. That means each and every gamete will have one gene out of two genes which control a trait. So this is the type of gametes formed in the F1 offsprings. When they are self-pollinated, the result will be like this. This was the crossing, these are the Punnett square of F2 generation of monohybrid cross, which we have already discussed in my last video. So this is the reason the gametes always carry one of the two genes. These two factors are segregated during gamete formation. This is all about law of segregation. We should understand the third law, that is law of independent assortment. Very important law. We should look at independent assortment. This law actually the extension of law of segregation. So when the law of segregation says the genes are separated during gamete formation and the gamete carries one of the two genes, and this law says this pair of factors controlling a trait are independently expressed through gamete. Obviously, the pair of factors controlling a trait are independently expressed in offspring. So this is the interesting law in independent assortment. The pair of factors controlling a trait are independently expressed in the offspring with a random combination with other factors. This law Mendel obtained from dihybrid cross. That means I will explain the very good example I will give you to understand the law of independent assortment. Let us understand a tall man with a black color got married to a short woman with white color, means fair. That means all of their children will not have a tall black or short fair. Some children of them may carry the height of the father with the skin color of the mother. That means the offspring may have a tall character with fair skin and short character with dark skin. That is the reason these tall characters and skin color characters are separated during gamete formation. They are independently expressed in the offspring. This is all about the law of independent assortment. I will explain how Mendel proposed this law from dihybrid cross. Look at the dihybrid cross. Student, in dihybrid cross, Mendel crossed two pea plants. One is a round yellow with wrinkled green. This round yellow is symbolized by RR and YY. 2R for round, 2Y for yellow. When crossed with 2 small r and 2 small y represents wrinkled green. So student, the gametes will be RY and these gametes will be RY. Then in F1 generation, this will be capital R small r and capital I small y. The result Mendel obtained in F1 generation that all are round yellow. So Mendel obtained that this wrinkled green characters are totally suppressed in F1 generation. So this will produce 4 different types of gametes, that capital R small y, then capital R capital Y, then small r capital Y, small r small y. Likewise, if we cross the same type of male gametes and female gametes having 4 different types of gametes, these 4 types of gametes are found in male. These 4 types of gametes are also found in female. That means female and male gametes are 4 different types. If we combine them randomly, if we combine them, we will have 16 varieties of genotype we will obtain, and the 16 variety will produce the result of out of 16 varieties, the result was round yellow was 9, then wrinkled green was 1, then the new combination Mendel found round green 3 plants and wrinkled yellow and again 3. That means Mendel found, okay, parent characters Mendel found in F2 generation, but these 2 new combined characters, this new combination of characters, because of the independently expression, that means the factors are independently expressed in offspring. That is why these round character can combine with, this can combine with green and yellow can combine with wrinkle. That means round and wrinkle, yellow and green, they all are separated, they are randomly combined so that these 4 varieties of combination are obtained in F2 generation. That is all about law of independent assortment. So here we have understood that Mendel's 3 laws, that law of dominance, law of segregation and law of independent assortment. Hope you have understood well all the laws of Mendel's. Hope you like this video. If you really like this video, please like, share and comment. Do subscribe my channel Please subscribe to get update videos for new chapters on biology. Thank you. Bye bye.